Okay, YouTube's back. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Where was I over here on TikTok's back, YouTube's back. Okay, good. So let me say, I unplugged the mic and plugged it back in. Hopefully that did help, and it could be because it's like I don't know. I don't know. It's Monday. Monday's always rough with technology for because on the weekends I shut it down and don't touch it. Do not touch it unless I'm actually running working my business. I don't do recordings. I don't do none of that. So let's see. Hopefully that fixes it. Love T Green said, "Can I be a notary in Georgia if I live in South Carolina?" Miss Love T, you absolutely can. Uh, Lisa's on here. Well, she lives in Georgia, but my girl Lisa, she's over under Talk Deluxe over here. She's right. She's a few people underneath the comment. She is commissioned in Georgia and also Carolina, but it's reversed. So if you are in Carolina and you want to become a Georgia notary, there's two things. Technically, there's one because you live in South Carolina. So for you to become a Georgia notary, you must one be eligible to be a notary, and two, the biggest thing is you have to have business or work for a company inside of Georgia, in the state of Georgia, and then you can just use that company's address and the county they're in to get commission. Keep it very easy, very not too terrible to become a notary. You just have to either have business yourself or you got to be working for a company and it brings you into Georgia on a regular basis, right? So yeah, it's super easy. Just got to make sure you qualify. You can go check on our just Google become a notary in Georgia, and it's called the Clerks Authority, so the gsccca.com.org or whatever it is, and it'll tell you exactly all the things you need to have. The hardest part though is one, you obviously got to work with people, but you have to have people that see, they say live for as residents, but I'm assuming for working, you're gonna have to have people at your job or the company or whatever it is. If it's your own business, you need to have people in that county be your endorsers because you need two endorsers. Essentially, it's people that says, "Hey, yep, I've known this person for at least 30 days, and so what I know of them, they're fine. They have my endorsement to become a donor. I don't think they're criminal." Yeah, it's definitely a cake with making me choke over here. So it makes sense. If you don't pay to be, yeah, if you don't pay, be on your way. If you don't pay, you can't stay. It's the case. I mean, because other places like where I moved from in Utah, people didn't pay their mortgages for 3 years and still lived in the house. 3 years. The average in Utah back then was that you can go without paying your mortgage for 18 months before anything happened because of the judicial process that had to take place. Technically, can they start it on day 90? They could, but because guess what? If the bank takes your house back, the bank now has an underperforming asset on their books because the house, this will be a sneak peek into this world. Probably don't care. If you buy a house, let's make it easy numbers. Ain't nobody buying a house for 100 grand anymore. So let's just say 2,000. If you buy a house for 250, that should hit most people, right? California, y'all not invited. If you buy a house in New York, Illinois, for $250,000, that's what you purchased the home for. The bank over the next 30 years, depending on your interest rate, but generally speaking, they're going to be collecting at least $400,000 from you. And so if they take the house back, first you haven't paid in 18 months already. Now they take, well, let's say 90 days. You haven't paid in 90 days. They take it back. They got to go in. They got to kick you out. They got to go through the whole judicial process. They got to get it clean. They have to do all the repairs to it. And then after all that's said and done, they have to go ahead and put it on the market. And they have to sell it at a loss. That can take another 2 years. So they don't care. I mean, I wouldn't say they don't care. They just don't do it, right? But out here in Georgia, that's completely different. Um, so Georgia, you don't pay. You don't pay. Don't stay. I'm folding clothes and watching TV. Okay, watch cool. No frozen. Those got YouTube. I think it should be fine. I'll catch up. Let's see. Come to TikTok. Yep. You went out then back. Okay, yeah. A true Monday. Yeah, look, it's a true Monday with me and Tay. I tried my best to test it all beforehand. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I just hopped on and went go. YouTube is back, but it kind of sounds muffled. But hey, they can come to TikTok. They sure can. Um, because if that's the case, that means it's something to do with my mic over here. Could be, you know what it could be? I moved my mic, and I'll leave it is what it is at this point. But I moved my mic around, and so it's closer to the audio that's coming from my computer, and I think it's, like, battling because it's one of those interview mics where, like, it'll pick up all the people that are talking, and it'll shift the signal to that person, and so I think I'm battling with the background music right now. That's probably what's going on. I'll fix that tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Uh Carrollton, North Carolina. Oh, I see what you say. I see. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome, Lefty Green. Ain't buying, no something. And they got to get the roaches and the bed bugs out. They absolutely do. That's the crazy thing about Utah. Because it's such a high desert. I mean, people did have roaches, but like it had to be real bad for people to get roaches there because we live in such a high desert for whatever reason. They didn't thrive. But here in Georgia, no matter how spotless we try to keep this place, we open the window, we leave the door cracked for a minute, them critters, them bad boys, some suckers just crawl up in here and make themselves home. I know this is way off topic. I don't have a photo with me right now, but when I tell y'all we found a trapdoor spider in the house last night, I was washing dishes and trying to like wrap up before bed. It was the middle of the day. When I tell you we had a trapdoor spider, just like because we had the windows and all that stuff open, right? Just making its way across our floor. Both the dogs are like, "What's that?" And I'm just like, "Look," wasn't pointing over. And I was like, "What the heck is that?" He's like, "Look at that spider!" And of course, like a tiny little spider. I have plants, so of course we have tiny little spiders all the time, right? And so they whatever. It's a plant. And so I'm like, "Oh, okay, just catch it and put it outside." When I tell y'all that spider was about the size of this, and I'm not talking about it had long legs. That bad boy was thick, and the legs were like my finger lengths, and it was huge. And then when he walked over to it, it stood up on the hind legs and started. I'm like, "It's ready to fight. Get it out of my house. Like, don't kill it because we believe in animals. Just go put it outside." So anyway, I'm glad y'all. I don't have the picture because some of y'all probably it had to go. It had to go. No, it had to go. It had to go outside. Ugh. Okay, anyway, let's get to the topic tonight. Let's get to the topic because I was trying to find my notes that I took to myself. But let's see what does an ideal day look like? 'Cause another buddy and another buddy was talking about this in her life. Um, that's why I was ready to fight. It was great. It reared up and was like, I was like, nope, get it out of here. Um, Another notary buddy of mine was talking on her live. This will be a real quick thing. Then we'll go into this because I know it's probably boring, but I still the spider sense. Um, we'll talk about this, about who we help, what we do, how we make money, and all that kind of stuff. In the Notary Buddy community, I need to keep talking about it because I need to remind myself to keep doing it. But another Notary Buddy was talking about what does a day look like? Because a lot of us are transitioning from having full-time jobs or part-time jobs and then just getting tossed into the world of, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner yourself. Let me turn the music down even more. Maybe that'll help this needed it. Doesn't good. Maybe this will help you. This needs to really get across, right? A lot of us just be thrust into the world of entrepreneurship, whether we decide to do it ourselves, whether a job let us go, right? And a lot of people don't. I've seen this. I did it myself. I still fall into it sometimes. I've seen it with family members who started a business. Like they're in between jobs and it's like, oh, let's just go into a business. I always want to do this. Right? I've seen it in many friends. Because before this, you remember, I ran a business in the real estate space where there was real estate sales, fix and flips, rehabs, and also towards the end for the last 5.5 years, I did short-term rentals, right? That kind of stuff. So I saw it all the time over the decade all the time. And people just don't know how to engage with their day. Because first of all, it's the freedom. You're like, oh, I'm so free. I can do what I want to do, right? We love that freedom. And this is why it's so hard for me to go back to a job, even when our income is really low because of that freedom. I've had 12 years of freedom almost, right? That freedom does come at a cost. When the business drops, mm, my paycheck, my bank account drops as well. Right? My business soaring high, my bank account soars high as well. But a lot of people don't understand like how to engage. Let's say it that way, engage with their date, right? So ideally, I would highly recommend my notary buddies to set up, if you need help with this ChatGPT, I wish it existed when I first started the business. Say, hey, let's have a conversation and ask it to help you build your business. Because someone asked, I get all asked all the time, do you run your notary business full time? And until recently, I kept saying yes. Yes, I do. I am a full time notary. But what does full time mean, right? We're accustomed to being in a working world where full time is 40 hours, right? Or 32 and a half or something, or 36, whatever. But it's 40 hours on average, right? 40 hours on average. And some people are like, hey, we run the notary business full time. And before I used to say yes, because that's all I did, right? That's all I do. But then it comes down to it, it's like, I actually don't run the notary business full time. Because if we look at full time, I don't put 40 hours into my notary business. I just don't. I mean, could I? Yes, but I become extremely inefficient when I do so. It's like, what do I need to do for 8 straight hours, right? I mean, if we're out doing appointments, of course, that takes a lot of time with the driving and all that kind of stuff in between. If you don't have a stationary office, that eats up a lot of time. But can I actually count the in between as me running my business? It's like, I don't know. So that's a debate. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to. But this is what my ideal, time looks like. For me, I am dedicating. I'm moving towards dedicating an average 20 hours a week to my notary business. And this is why. It's because I pay myself $20 an hour, right? As a notary and actively being a notary. And so for my business to afford me at the rate, I got to either take a pay cut or I need to work less hours, right? So my business and I are on contract. The business exists and it is contracting with their own work to act as the go-to notary, to act as a mobile notary, and it pays me $28 an hour to do so. And therefore, looking at what I need and how much my business does and what I can afford to pay myself, I can only work 20 hours as an active notary in my business. Am I doing signings or notary appointments the entire time, 20 hours out of the week? Absolutely not. I literally only have 3 appointments today. I started what time? I can't remember what time I left my house, but I just left my house maybe at 10:30. At 10:30, and I finished the last appointment at like 1:30, 1:45, or something like that, right? And of course, I had to drive around, deliver documents. I was stuck in school traffic and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really counting that time, but it is what it is. And so it's not a whole 8 hour day. And then also on top of that, another thing I'm going to talk about that stemmed out of this is I work on the behind the scenes in my business for at least 100 minutes a day. I'm going to talk about that. I just posted a video on my TikTok about what that means for me. I'm doing 100 activities for 100 days. I'll tell you all what that means a little bit later. So when it comes to it, it's like, let's look at your business and let's form it. In the very beginning, yes, you may need to contribute far more hours to your business, but look at the time that you're going to spend and be realistic. If your familiar situation, like if you have kids, if you don't, if you have a spouse, if you don't, or if you do and they're gone for 8 hours a day, then run your business during those 8 hours, right? But don't just trick yourself or lie to yourself saying that you're running your business when you're actually not. Because guess what? I know we can work from home these days. I totally did it a few times. Where I'm like, oh, I'm on the clock. Like, oh, let me go do laundry. Oh, let me cook breakfast. Let me know because my desk right here, kitchen's right over there. So I'm like, let me go. I can do all these kind of things and watch my desk. But when we're running our own business, let's be serious about it, right? And so I do what is called non-negotiable time. And what I have on my calendar, which I kind of fell off because I had my whole mental collapse in February. I couldn't even tell. Couldn't even tell. But I did. I had a mental breakdown. I'm like, this can't be my midlife crisis. But I have not lived half my life yet. Not yet. Not yet. I had a collapse in February and got out of it. It's called being a business owner. Dust your ass off and get back in the room, right? Um, so, uh, based on your life, how can you structure your day? So ideally, let me get back on topic. Ideally, the day for me looks like this. I wake up at whatever time, right? Whether that's going to be 5, whether it's going to be 6, whether it's going to be 9. That's new for me lately. I'm like, I slept at 9. What is going on? I can't keep going into my office at 8. I open my doors at 8. So I'm normally up. I open at 8 because I'm normally up by 6, right? Sometimes 5:30. So I get up, and before my business opens, that's my time to have my breakfast. That's my time to start laundry. I don't do that now, but for me, that's my time to work on marketing. That's my time before my office opens. Because as soon as at 8 o'clock, at 8:30, on Wednesdays I open at 2. As soon as that time hits, which is crazy, I get that first call. They may not want to book an appointment until like 6 p.m., but almost every day I get that first call or that first text as soon as I open. And this is the thing, if I'm trying to work on marketing during my open hours, when I get a call, it interrupts me. I know because I've been doing it for 2.5 years. It interrupts, right? It interrupts me, it throws my day off, and then I come back and I'm like, where was I with marketing? Or I don't get to it for the next 4, 5, 6 days. I'm like, that needed to go in 3 days, right? And so now my ideal day looks like this. Before my business opens, I will get my marketing done, and I try to spend an hour and 40 minutes, which is 100 minutes. I get that done. I get it out of the way. If that's posting videos, if that's recording videos, if that's just updating Google Business Profile, posting stuff on there, whatever it is, I try to get it done as early as possible. I may schedule it later, but I get it done early. When my business opens, I am available to take business, right? I know a lot of us don't have that structure, right? So if you have to take the beginning of your business to do that, that's great. But if you get interrupted, you have to have the willpower to go back and do it. Because that's what happens. If I'm working on marketing, let's say it's 11 o'clock. I'm getting stuff done. I'm making all my content. Somebody calls me. I go out and first of all, that phone call, that one phone call, disrupts me for the next 35 to 45 minutes, even if it's a 2 minute phone call. Because mentally, I have to get back in the space of and a lot of times, where I am, and what we do, people are wanting it to be notarized now. So not only did I have to stop my marketing, which is going to get me more business, I have to stop that. A lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, since I'm sitting at home, I got to go and get dressed, right? When I was doing a lot better, here's a tip: I used to get up every morning. If my office opened at 8 or 8:30, that's what I used to do at 8:30. I would get up 8 o'clock. I would start getting if I had nothing on the books, I would get dressed, I would get ready, right? Because then I would just close myself off in my office, and I would not be bothered, and I would do what I have to do. And when somebody calls, I'm like, "Hey, I'm out there. I'm out the door now." Somebody calls me now, and they're like, "Oh, I need this thing." I'm like, listen, it's gonna take me 15 minutes to get there. I know I need 15 minutes to get ready, so I'm like, I'll see you in half an hour, 40, right? Um, anyway, it goes, it's whatever. But I've noticed that I've started losing clientele now because I'm not gonna jump anytime somebody calls. You gotta pick a cake. I'm not saying jump every time somebody calls, but if you're gonna be open between 8 and 7, I need to be open and ready between 8 and 7. I don't need to be still walking around in my bathrobe. Yes, I gotta get out of bathrobe, so y'all will see it sometimes. Well, not right now. It's too hot for that. Yeah, I get up and I walk around and I hey, on YouTube. I wear my robe every Saturday when I'm working because Saturday's my flex. Anyway, so get up, do that, get the business going. What was I was something down that's supposed to be important. But anyway, so make your phone calls, build your business, all the kind of stuff. Ask ChatGPT because I'm trailing off. Ask ChatGPT to help you of what your ideal day looks like for your business. Because if we keep on enjoying our freedom too much, we're going to lose it. We are straight up going to lose it. And this is not somebody just hearing something and regurgitating. That happened. Let me tell y'all another real quick story for my real estate business. We were doing really well. I mean, things were running tightly, but it was well-oiled machine, and things were a little bit tight, but it was running. And so it's because me and my husband, we were the only two. We had a cleaning team and we had a maintenance person. That was it. We were doing all the communication. When I tell y'all communication, um, it was like in a year and a half, we had serviced over like 1,000 guests, like 1,500 people in and out of our business. So it was a lot of work to get out contact them or they contact us. We got to coordinate the booking. A lot of times they just tell us what they want. We have to see if it's available, and then we have to charge them appropriately for all these people. It was a lot to do, right? And it was starting to dry up. What do you call it? Wear us down. And so then we brought in team members. First, we brought in 5 teams. and they so we can have 24-hour coverage because in our business, people can check in whenever they want. We didn't have a cutoff time. It's like you gotta pay before a certain time, but if you're on a flight and you were coming on a red eye, I'm not gonna make you go find somewhere until you can check in before. Pay for the day before and just come in whenever you want to. We have all keypads and everything. You always talk to me unless you forgot your number. And guess what? The number to get in is going to be the last four digits of your phone number. So you should be able to figure that out, right? Um, and so we brought on a team of five virtual assistants, and the amount of workload that lifted off of us was amazing. That's when our business failed. That's when it crashed and burned. When I tell you, we were whatever. I know I like talking about money, but some people listen when I talk about money. Our business was averaging top line revenue 30 to 50 grand a month, depending on the season, right? And so we were bringing all these people to help us run the business even more efficient. The first couple of months was amazing because I had my thumb on everything. Trust me yet, let me watch what you're doing. Okay, perfect. Looks like you're good. Don't bother me unless you have questions, right? And then I fell into that trap where I got my freedom again. And I was like, oh, the team is doing it. I don't need to check on anything. I have my once a week team call with them, right? I do my once a week. My title in the company was visionary, right? And I was coming up with ideas. So I was the visionary, and I do my visionary call once a week. And we met on Wednesdays from 8 to 10. That's why I didn't open my Notary business until 10:30 because I was meeting with my team, right? That's what just stuck. Wednesdays I get to breathe. Middle of the week I can breathe before I have to start running this business. And anyway, long story short, I took that freedom, we took that freedom for granted. Instead of me going out and being a visionary and working on business and consistently marketing and doing all this kind of stuff, I just put it off on them to do, and it was not getting done at my pace. Just because I had to learn a hard lesson. Nobody's going to do it 100% the way that I will. And so I had to learn to accept 75% or 80%. But the thing was, our business was so volatile that if I'm accepting somebody 75%, in that particular time in that particular market, that was 35%. We started losing business at 55%. I know I'm talking a little bit meh, and hopefully this isn't not too much, but you see the conundrum, right? I embraced my freedom a little bit too much, and that business started failing. Long story short, last year, 2024, top of 2024, we had to close it down, sell off as much as we could, and whatever was left that was still functioning and hobbling along, we sold that as a business. And it was pennies on the dollar. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building that business and sold it for less than 50 insane because I embraced my freedom. Anyway, so I don't want the long story short, from somebody that's been there, lost all the damn things, and trying to rebuild it again, I highly recommend that you guys don't do that. Now that we're not working jobs, and we're running business, whether it's notary, field inspection, fingerprints, whatever you're doing, do not embrace it too much, not yet. You haven't earned it. You have not earned it yet. I don't care what you feel that you have not earned it. Trust me, not yet. Um, So go to chat, ask it to help you paint an ideal situation. Hey, here's my business. This is what I do. Help me build my day. This is how many hours I can contribute. Be honest. If you can only do 20, say, hey, 20 hours I can contribute to my business Monday through Friday. How can I best optimize that time? In the beginning, you may have way more time to do all the things, but when you start getting appointments, you're going to start breaking. It's going to interrupt, and you're not going to get back to it. Because I know marketing gets me business. Marketing gets me business. Absolutely, I know if a client calls out, it's going to take care of it because that puts money in my bank account. Marketing gets me future business, and if I'm interrupted on marketing because today money wants to pay me, I prioritize today money and it keeps interrupting my marketing. What happens for tomorrow? It never happens. Never happens. Anyway, I'm done preaching. I don't like to go into those rants, but I just don't want y'all to feel like I did. Right? Oh, and if you do fail, guess what? It's not over. It's only you only fail if you quit. That's why I say I failed at that last business because I quit. Right? As soon as we closed that bad boy down, guess what I was emotionally wrecked. My baby was lost. Right? I lost my baby. But then I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and rebound. Let's just open a new one out here in Georgia. When I saw the price out here, I'm already 300 grand in debt, business debt. I still got to get figured out, paid off somehow in the next 2 years, 24 months, right? We ain't about to put something on it. I'll buy another property when I can afford it like that, right? Anyway, step of water, no notary buddy time. I want to keep on going. So I know that was a lot. So let me go back and see what we talked about. Okay, if we talked about spider legs. Hey, Natasha, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. I was just circling back as well. Circling back on stuff that I heard with Jonathan and just doing nice things on people and scheduling out their day. I probably didn't take in too much. This is why I need a co-host to help keep me on topic, right? So yeah, that's just share that with you guys. I agree having a daily routine helps. I work from home. I get up, shower, and get dressed, and it helps motivate me. Absolutely, Miss Patricia. Yeah, I'm in my rebuild phase. I know some of y'all are watching my stuff on TikTok and you hear me talking all the time. The notary business for me is my rebuild phase. It is my rebuild phase, and I absolutely love it. It still gives me flexibility um, that I have learned to love so much over the last 12 years. But I just need to make sure that I don't keep slipping. Because I have been. I have been. I don't know why. Oh, here's another thing. I do know why. I don't like. I was gonna say I don't know why I've been stuck at this 2 grand, $2,500 a month. It's because I'm not forcing myself to make it work. When I had my office, I knew that I had to pay for marketing to pay for that office. But I had to do legit hardcore marketing to help pay for that because my normal just Google business profile, answer phone, and running around paying for my office, paying for all the bills that go along with it, extra insurances, and also trying to take money home and not serve the business, it was not going to work. On the way that I'm doing it now, it was not going to work. And so I said, okay, here are my expenses. Here's my expenses with the office way up here, right? Sorry, some of y'all cameras can't see. Way up here. Here's my expenses. Here's my office expenses. Way up here. And so I did what I had to do to meet those expenses. And I told my spouse, I was like, you know what my biggest fear is about, so I had to play the pros and cons. Getting rid of the office, I would have far more money. I would have far more money left. Hey, Mr. Patricia, I appreciate the roses. I would have far more money because of my production, right? But I said the biggest thing I know is going to happen. I'm going to try to catch it before it happens. As soon as I get rid of that office, I guarantee my production is going to drop. I guarantee. And I was like, I don't know how to fight this. I don't know how to combat this, right? And so we talked about it and worked through a few things, and I keep slowly but surely, it dropped, it dropped, it dropped. And for a minute, I was between 17 and 2000, 17 and 2000. So okay, I need to do more stuff. So I went to 20, 2000, 25, 2025. And I've literally been just like bouncing, walking in between those numbers. And it's because you know, doing other stuff like this. But it's not like crushing, right? Nobody's like knocking on the door to collect those funds every single month like they used to. I bought myself time and I was supposed to feel like crazy and blah blah blah. And so since he's not there, I'm like, hell, I know I can do this because I did it. And that's exactly right. I was gonna lie to y'all, no, no way. That's exactly because nobody's like, who wants to understand, who wants to call me every month and say, hey, I need this money, right? To force me to start producing again. So like I said, the other businesses are rebuild phase. Other businesses they have fun in it, they live their time, and the notary business for me is what's keeping me in the game of entrepreneurship. And I love it because it allows me flexibility, and I'm at a point, not financially, but with myself, where I can say no and feel comfortable saying no, right? I can't say no financially. Sometimes I gotta take it. But then I know what annoys me in this business. I can say no to it. That's why I don't do radio. That's why it'll be a cold day down south before you catch me doing like all day field inspections, right? Because I know those things, I know myself, and I'm becoming more comfortable with myself in this stage of business, right? I ain't gonna lie, I did it. I was a little bit snooty when I first started. Uh, Not a lot, because it's just like people are like, "Oh, this is how much I make as a notary." I'm like, "Well, shoot, you said an hour." Okay. Right? And now I see how hard it is to continue consistently make that. Anyway, moving from rebuild to the end to be a builder. Ooh, I like that DP. Look, 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 look. Let me just take a screenshot of it. So if I take a screenshot of it, I was screenshotting and texting myself. There we go. Instead of being in my rebuild phase, I'm in my builder phase. I like that. Credit to Dean. Take screenshot, send it to myself because I sure do send myself stuff like that. I have a whole in my phone. I have a whole folder with sayings like that, right, to help motivate myself. To help me keep going. And I switch them out. They become my background. Like on my phone, they become my screen. So that's definitely one that's going in there. Marketing is future business. The appointment I had on Saturday was from CDI Planning Last Year. Absolutely. Lisa knows what I'm talking about. Marketing gets us future business. Marketing gets us future business. I know today money sounds amazing because we need it. And why we do need it, right? But we can't let that today money, those today appointments, break up the future appointments. And if you're marketing, right, if you're trying to market and do all your marketing in the middle of your workday, and you keep getting interrupted, and you don't understand why you don't have more clients, you don't have more leads. That's why. So you can do it before your workday or at the end of your workday. And today I'm gonna have to do it at the end of my workday because I woke up super early enough to get ready for all my appointments today, and I had to go back and forth to attorneys which I'm glad my marketing worked. I don't know when I did this, when I was marketing to them, and they finally sent me business, but two attorneys. And I was like, hey, these documents are wrong. Like, you know, the first one was a power of attorney signing. I was like, almost everything you want me to do in a notarial block is an oath. I can't because a person cannot take an oath on behalf of somebody else or against them. So please correct it. It took the assistant 3 tries. I was like, "Would you like me to tell you what to put there?" At this point, I'm like, "I can't, like, you drive me crazy." Second one, I don't even know why I checked. I don't even know why. But I was just prepping because normally I don't read this stuff. I just got the box and prepping it, and I was looking at everything, and I was like, "These numbers don't match. Who cleared your out?" Right? And so I reached out being kind, and I was like, "Hey," I worked in title, right? I was like, "This doesn't balance." Just real quick. And normally I don't even look at it. I just printed. I was just at a blank moment. I was just scrolling on the screen, and I looked. And I was like, "Those numbers don't balance." That quick. And I called, and she's like, "Oh, you're right. They don't." And I was like, "Who they gonna prove this?" And I was like, "Also, I'm not on there. I need to be on there. Like you hired me directly, so I need to be on there." So she fixed it, sent it back, and she was before I left. Like, "Oh, there's one more correction." So she sent it, and I just immediately Russia didn't have me on. So I reached out to the attorney and they're like, oh, dang it. You're not on. They're like, will you accept the check directly from me? I was like, here's my Zelle. Go ahead and check that box and send it via Zelle. Because when closing and distribution disbursement happens, I'm not up there to get paid. So your boy will not be getting paid tomorrow from that. And so the attorney is like, I don't know how this overlooked. I'm like, because your system messed up 3 times. I had to tell her how to fix it. But I'm not here to throw her under the bus. Anyway, I have marketing and just hit my 3rd week as a notary. Are you still using marketing? Absolutely. J&D Productions, marketing every day. For me, I will never see, I don't believe I can ever foresee the notary business. Let me not lie, because I don't know. I don't know what I can foresee because I'm not a psychic. But this is the only way that I foresee us as notaries never needing to market. Never needing to by creating an experience for our clientele, our customers, that they will never forget that they cannot shut up about it. I just personally don't see that happening because we're not in such a high demand need. I know that we need to be, present to close on real estate transactions. I know for estate plans. I know for power of attorneys. I know all of these documents require us to be on them, right? They require notarization in some form or fashion. But we still have like the person who estate plan that we did on Saturday, I am pretty sure as amazing as a person as I am, and as amazing as I do my whole signing ceremony, I'm pretty sure that when I left, she did not call 10 people and tell them how amazing I was. That's the only way that I would foresee us ever need to work in the notary business. I'm just being for real. And if I figure that out, y'all gonna know it too, because I will definitely tell you. Definitely tell you. Yeah, marketing is forever, especially in this business. Lisa knows absolutely, and it's not just me. There's people in here. that have been in notaries for 10, 15, 20 years, they still have to market. Yes, they have a reliable customer base. They still got to market. They still got to market. Anyway, let me get through some of this stuff because I need to give y'all some tactical tact. What is it? Practical tactical, right? Just not woo woo brain stuff. We got to actually do stuff that's gonna make our business. I'm not doing loan signing. Are you guys? D&D. Hopefully, people are coming back and forth. Technically, out here in Georgia, am I doing loan signing with purchases in the state of Georgia? Absolutely not. Nope. If somebody's out of state and they need assistance with their real estate transactions, will I do it? Yes, I will do it. However, that is a very small part of my business right now. I'm not going to mention the notary community. That that work is a very small part of my notary business. Um, there's the signing platforms like Sign Notary, Fairfox. I I I turn them off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have Snapbox has been on permanent vacation for like a year and a half at this point because I don't want to accept anything from it. Only way is because one, everybody that worked with me on there had access to me. I have gotten an email that says, "Hey, I would prefer you to assist with this, but I would like to send it through the platform." I'm like, "Okay, you paying for it anyway." But we already know my fee because you reach out to me directly. Go ahead and put it in there because this is the thing. I don't know if y'all know the signing service the owners they can send you stuff directly. They don't have to all call to everybody. They can literally send it directly to you. And so at this point, that's how I get my stuff. No lie. The only company, and I don't think they might be saying this, NTS Network Transaction Solutions, they're the only ones that I will accept a signing from and a request from off the signing because I still have all the notifications come out. I see a few every, I see a handful every couple of days, right? There's never a time where 30 days in the well, let's call it Monday through Saturday, however many days I guess, let's call it 25 days out of the month or 20, 23 days out of the month. I don't see a sign going out every day. I just don't. Not out here in my area, not in Georgia. Or if I do see it, it's 3 hours away. Did y'all see that sign that came out that was 3 hours away? I don't go, man, it was 3 hours away. And then they're offering 125. I'm like, that's why I ain't got time for y'all. And they need me to bring a witness. No, I ain't got time for that. But anyway, um, NTS is the only ones that I will accept something from because I am their number one. And if I say yes, it can be 3 hours away. If I say yes, they can give it to me. No ends and buts about it. And I'll say, y'all know that I accept this. You know it's 3 hours away. I'm going to run me some more coins. They will because of the relationship we have, right? Because they I don't like to do it. They can give them, hey, the last notary canceled. Um, would you take this? Like, how far is it? They already know my address. They're like, we already looked it up. It's about 5 miles from you. Can you be there in 30 minutes? Send me them docs real quick, fast, in a hurry. I print them right out the door. I built their relationship up with them, right? So yeah, Ms. Patricia said notary is her transition. Oh, that's what I want to say about this. Don't feel bad. You guys, I love my notary business. I absolutely love what I do. Don't feel bad if it's just a stepping stone for you. It does not have to be your end goal. It does not have to be your end goal. And I think a lot of people like get all confused or stressed out when they're like, "Oh, I started this notary business and I put all my heart and soul into it," or whatever. I put so much money into it because you can put money into it, but not your heart and soul, right? And vice versa. If you put both of them into it and it still doesn't work out for you, that's okay. There's 100% because a lot of us, this is our first business. Nobody, very little percentage, like 1% or less, succeed their first business, right? Some things may work for you, things may be aligned. You may put in the extra work to make it click. A lot of times it's about time. Because a lot of these lawyers out here have amazing success, not to steal anybody's success. They started during the gold of the 2020, right? 2021, right? And then the other ones, they are, they had to pivot. And then they found Ron. They found online notarization. There's thousands of you out there, minority guys that are but then there's other ones that are like 5 grand a month, 6 grand a month, 10 grand a month, just from Ron alone. Guess what? The marketing got in at the time. So don't feel bad if it's not working for you yet, right? Something else may be good. Something else. I can't tell you how many businesses. I think we talked about it. I think I started over the last decade about 8 businesses or so. How many do you think I'm running right now? Notary. That's it. So technically, I'm running a digital marketing, digital products, not digital marketing. Digitally market to sell my damn products. Y'all wanna know how much I sold? Big goose egg, still goose egg, because I'm not focusing on it. I'm dedicating my time and energy to my notary business. Yeah, anyway, don't feel bad if your notary doesn't succeed. Just put in the work and do the best that you can and actually make strides to farmers and hunters. I'm using Google AdWords. It works well. How do you guys market? Sorry, JDA, you got a lot of questions. I should have just brought you up so we can talk more about this. Um, Google AdWords. I used to run Google Ads. My budget, I lied to you guys. I said my budget was $900 a month on marketing. That's not correct. I was paying 300 for the person to market to maintain it. My ad budget was 600 a month. I had to when I was looking at it, I was because I always do a recap of what we talked about, right? At least for myself. And I was like, I think I lied to them. My marketing budget, yes, it was 900, but 300 of that was for them. But 600 was to actually get me business. Um, one month we did go up. We put an additional 300 on top of it. And that month it was, what was that, $1,200? I said, nope, we got to back down. I can't right but yes, I use Google. I used to use Google AdWords. I still have a balance on my Google Ads account, and as soon as I pay it off, as soon as I pay it off, I'm gonna start running ads. Just because I have aggressive goals. I keep building this up. It's in the Know Everybody community. It's my I didn't even I didn't name it anyway. It's my how do I help you? How do I do that? Right? My Q3, Q2. Got to check my focus up a little bit more. So I will be using AdWords on top of what I'm already doing. Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads are not the answer, right? I mean, it is an answer, but it's not the answer, right? Some people it's like, oh, let me run an ad, that's gonna solve my problem. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. If you run a crappy ad, you're not gonna get people, right? If you run a good ad with words, but the picture or the video sucks, you're not gonna get people. All this has to work right. If you don't spend enough, you're not gonna get people, right? So it's all these things. If you're not targeting the right area, you're not going to get people. So there's a lot of things in play that need to happen. That's why I paid somebody to do my ads for me, so I can focus on running the business and handling the people they send to me. It's so much easier for an outside person sometimes to understand what your ads need. I'm not saying go hire somebody, do it yourself. Because my next week I'm going to be doing it myself, right? And I'm going to have a little mastermind because I think I have two other people. Yeah, there's three of us. So that means two other people that want to run ads for either notary business, a different type of business, or translation services, right? And we're gonna like get together and like look at best practices and try to help each other out that way because neither one's got money to pay. It was easy for that third party person to say, okay, cool, kind of exactly what I just created for you. We went through something similar to that. We didn't realize that to understand, okay, what do you actually, how do you what's an ideal, like all this kind of stuff, right? What's an ideal client look like? We painted this beautiful picture and then we marketed directly to those ideal clients. We have to test and adjust, test and adjust, test and adjust. By the way, that's my favorite thing for business, test and adjust. People, yeah, I'm just gonna keep rambling. I'm not gonna get to the meat and potatoes. We will. People always want the cure all. You ain't got no cure all. I'm sorry. If somebody sells you a cure all, they're lying to your face. They just want your money. They don't care about your success. I'm 100% honest because every business you've got to put the work. So Google Ads is not a cure-all. You need to understand all the legwork in your business to make it effective. You need to know who your ideal clientele is. Because in the very beginning, I was like, this is what I do. I just want people to pay money. I want people to call me and give me, like, call me. I show up and give me $40. And I go, right? They come to my office. I want to charge them $25, 20, 25, whatever it was. And I open the door. They sit down. I sign, stamp, and they go. I said, okay. And I wasted so much money because I was talking to the wrong people. I was talking to people who wanted for $5. I was talking, ma'am, I'm not leaving my house for $5. I'm sorry. We do it for field inspection, right? Not I. Like, I'm not leaving my house for $5. I'm sorry. No, that ain't happening. I got put on. Y'all know I got. I'm not. I'm not putting on pants. I mean, not for $5. Um, Oh, let me stop for a TikTok like on my pants. But yeah. Anyway, that's the business. So you gotta know who you want to serve. And for me to find out exactly who I want to serve, I ain't gonna lie, it took me 3 years. And my notary business has whittled down exactly who I want to talk to, who I want to serve. My marketing is far superior to what I was doing. So now I believe with my message as strong as it is, that my marketing now, as soon as I throw dollars behind it, will be far. Sunday is my SEO day, or Lisa says Sunday is her CEO day. And when I try to do my marketing for the week, got it. Sundays I try to rest. Sometimes, most of the times I do, but a lot of times I sit down on my computer. I set a timer for 2 hours, and whenever I get done in that 2 hours, that's it. I literally lock my computer, turn the lights off, and I walk away. I push my chair under the desk and I walk away. Because Sunday is my rest day. That's the other thing. We got to. I don't like this balls to the wall, hustle till you die. I don't like that because you burn out and you don't succeed. Because how many of y'all out there been hustling for years? And you still don't see stuff. If you weren't, you wouldn't be on the Zoom or on TikTok with me. I'm just being real. I did it. It burned you the heck out. Then you feel overly defeated. And then it's like, I gotta keep hustling. Why can't this just work? Right? Like, why can't this just click? I've been hustling for 10 years. Come on. 11, 12, however long it's been. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Yeah, let's see. Gaining knowledge, completing my loan signing training. This is Miss Patricia. Received my LLC Lux. Oh yeah, Miss Patricia, you're Lux. Got it. I remember now. Copy. Let's go over here. Put you in my notes. Where are my notes? Bam. Okay. Too many things. Congratulations. Got it. Sorry, YouTube. Marketing nerd never goes away. Yeah, marketing never goes away. Say signing ceremony. Yay! I'm trying, Dean. I'm trying to keep up with signing ceremony. Right. All my business is word of mouth. Yeah, yep, even word of mouth. You got to keep going, Miss Little Lisa. You got to keep going. Another notary recommended hosting an estate planning training event at retirement. Miss Patricia, I absolutely agree with that. We definitely got to be careful on how we do it. What I Oh, sorry, Dean. Yes, I will accept you as a signing service because I know you got to send your stuff through the platform. So just tell me first. Be like, hey, can you go update your stuff? Because I don't. I don't. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My certificate, my credentials, my EN, all of it on the platform's expired. Don't send me nothing. Don't. But I still get notifications. Still get notifications. If I say yes, I still get it. So that just proves to me, I'm like, y'all, I don't know if y'all really care about these things. I know Dean checks. Dean does check. So Dean, I'll email it to you directly because I'm not updating it on the platform. Um, who is this? Who texted me on my business phone? Ooh, okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to read because the attorney that I have a few appointments with this whole week. I gotta read it later. That's a long, long message. Oh, sorry, Facebook. I'm looking at my messages and I completely turned the camera off. Whoops, hold on. There we go. Facebook should be back. Sorry, Farlene. Dude, it should be coming back. Give it a second. There we go. Um, Miss Marilyn said, "Did you drive people to your office, and if so, for what service?" Sorry, that was 18 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, Miss Marilyn. Yes, if you're still here, I did drive people to my office when I had ads running. My Google ads, I did drive people to my office, and it was just for notary service, general notary work. I mean, I did it all. There's people that came in before I even knew officially what it was. People are coming in for estate planning, like wills, power of attorneys, trusts. Like they're coming in for all of this kind of stuff, right? I did share an office with attorneys, so there's like I don't remember, but at least upstairs, I think there was like 7 or 8 offices, and I was the first office because I was nosy and I wanted a corner office. So anytime somebody comes up the stairs, my window's wide open, like the shutters are open. So I'm like, "What you doing? Who are you? What's going on?" So I go out there and I talk to them. I talk to this receptionist. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going? Who are you here to see today?" Because we had a secure office. I'm like, so somebody let you in, and you walk straight through. That means everybody downstairs is on break, and you just walk straight in and came right up. I don't trust you. I was like, "Oh, who are you here to see today?" They tell me, I'm like, oh, you know what? Just have a seat right here and I'll let them know that you're here. Like I worked for them. I didn't. But guess what? I started building trust with attorneys, and all of them, every single one on the second floor has used me for some of their stuff. One attorney on the main floor downstairs. Anyway, when I was driving them to my office, it was just for general manager work. Oh, yes, I know. Also, I was doing fingerprints. That was I got the office, honestly, because I was doing the live scan fingerprints, and you can't do that out of your home. You have to do it in a business designated abode, a building, not abode, but it couldn't. I have a notary buddy. Well, yeah, he's a notary, but he's not really a notary. He just got his commission just because everybody was doing it. But he literally went to Home Depot and bought one of those, I mean, it's real small, one of those jigs, right? That you can like that's either delivered fully built or you can build it yourself in like a day. So he went and got one of those, threw an AC unit in it, and put some desk and like there's a place for one person can sit down and one person has to stand up. That's how little it is. And he literally put it on, like he rented a little bit of space from another, like a business that was existing in their parking lot. And when I say a little bit of space, he got enough space for that little building and then two cars to park. That's his whole thing of printing business because you're required to have a business location. And he runs his fingerprinting business out of there. So I had to get an office, and that's what part of the reason I got an office. So I was driving their fingerprinting and notary work. Excuse me. Preferred direct. Yep. Man, I got so many hiccups. More coins. No Ron here. We get Rena. And dang, I thought they were on. I thought you guys were on track for, for the remote notarization, whether it's Rena, Ren, or any of it. I thought you guys were somehow shaking up this stuff. Sounds like a Bell's Bombs, and you know what? That's what his place looks like. That's exactly what it looks like, but it's fingerprinting. He painted it, and it looks nice from the outside. It's enough place you can park. But literally, think of a fireworks stand. Y'all know how you go to parking lot like old Lowe's, old I'm mixing words up. Lowe's, Home Depot, the grocery store. You know how small the footprint those some of them have been tents. Not the big tents, but like the little ones with the tiny awnings, the fireworks stands. That's literally how much space he's taking up. He's probably literally taking up one parking lot or parking stall worth of space, and he pays very little rent for it, and so he paid out of pocket for that. And I mean, obviously, dude ran utilities. What, he has like your his lights in there and power. I don't even know how he did that. Kind of like ran like six extension cords just for power. But yeah, he makes tons of money doing that out in Atlanta. Hello from Los LA. Hey Danny, how's it going? Dean said no ads. I like to test and adjust. Yeah, Miss Patricia, that's my saying with business. People ask me all the time. Hey, will this work? I don't know. You got to test. You got to test it and adjust it. Test and adjust. Test and adjust. And repeat. Test, just, and repeat. Well, yep, just like saying rinse and repeat all the time. Pants, pantaloons. That's growth. I work daily at least 8 hours a week. Um, Dean, are you working daily in your business, your notary business, for 8 hours? Um, are you saying 8 hours a day or 8 hours a week? I feel like I've been hustling and don't feel like nothing is catching. Dang, yo, me too. Me too. That's why I'm like, no. The only time I felt something caught was when I stopped hustling and actually started running a business, right? That's when I felt things caught. I can send it directly. Let me make a note of it. Yeah, dude, you totally can carry a pigeon. One of the people I work with in Utah, he says, "Oh, you should know him, DDO. You definitely should know him. He sends me everything direct through the platform. So anytime I get a notification that's through signing order and it's his company, I know I'm the only one with it. And we talked about it. I was like, hey, I know it needs to get done. I may be busy. I may be in the middle of something right now, an appointment. I will respond within 60 minutes. And if I don't respond within 60 minutes, it's free game. Go ahead and send somebody else. And I always respond within like 10, 15, right? Because it's just one of those things. I'm not running my business. I'm not. That's one thing I don't like to do at the signing table. I will have my phone there because I check the date, I check the time, and things like that to make sure I'm on time. But I put it face down no matter what we're doing. I put it face down. It can be a 5 minute appointment. It can be a 90-minute appointment. Let that boy go face down, and I don't let it interrupt what we got going on. We as in me and the signers, because that's how I build a relationship. right? If I get phone calls, I have something in place. If I don't answer, they get a text back immediately saying, "Hey, we're busy right now. How can I help you?" Text me for a faster response. And the reason I like that is because, if they do respond, my other half, no matter where he is, unless he's sitting there with me, he can see it and respond to that and say, "Hey, yeah, we're in the middle of an appointment right now. Ladero will get back to you within an hour. Ladero will get back. Like, is an immediate need, right?" And then I listen to Young Gene Snyder, y'all guys watching him on TikTok. I think he's back now because we use the same system for our businesses. And I took a page out of his book, and literally in those messages, somebody calls me, I missed a phone call. I did what he does. I asked for their name because if they already know who they, I mean, if they're in my system already, is already there, right? I asked them for their name. They respond with their name, and then the next thing, as soon as they respond with their name, it's like, hey, if you need immediate, if you need immediate assistance, whatever, or if you just want to book an appointment, here's the schedule link. Just book an appointment. I only work today. I was literally an appointment, this phone call. Before I left the appointment, somebody booked me and I was there on my calendar. And then I looked at the request and I was like, oh, they need me to print stuff. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's only one page. I was like, hey, this confirm your appointment. I did receive your documents to be printed. Is it only one page? You're like, yep. I got an appointment booked and I ain't doing nothing. I mean, I did set the system up, but so yeah, thank you, Sniper, for that because I don't know why I didn't think to put the booking in the text. And this is for you guys as well. Even if you don't have that automation, if you're with a client right now, or you're working, or something with it, you're eating. I do not answer the phone when I'm eating. That's a rule. I do not answer the phone when I'm eating, unless it's for me. Because she ain't heard me smack on the phone a few times, so we good. And then for lean phone calls ain't never 10 minutes. We like 4 hours later, I'm like, girl, I need to go to bed. It's 3 in the morning, right? I'm like, why did you call me at 11? We go through a lot of stuff. We do personal, we do mastermind, we do business growth, we do all of it. So I know our phone calls long. That's my Lisa. If you call, I'll talk to you a long time. You too. But like I have my deep, deep, deep notary buddies, and Ferlene's been riding with me since the beginning. And so literally riding with me. Oh man, no. I think I've only ridden with you. No, you ridden with me. Yeah, you've been riding with me since the beginning. I appreciate that. We went all the way to South Carolina together. Shoot. Anyway, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Smart sounds more like bell bouncing. Yep, that's exactly what they are tracking this coming. Okay, good. I thought that, yeah, I thought you guys in North Carolina was going to have some type of remote something by this summer. So hopefully um, they get it out. What? Fireworks are not sold in North Carolina? That's crazy. Yeah, okay, cool. Video, yep, total focus. I make my witness turn off phones before we go in. Yeah, my witnesses already know. You gotta turn it off, put it on vibrate, keep it silent. Don't don't do it. But again, I do give my witnesses out. I'm like, hey, if you don't have time, if you need to leave early, let's get you done first, and then you can go. Right? You can go. What's the system? Who is that? Ladonna. So the system is called Go High Level. It's too crazy expensive. I highly recommend it. Not unless you have an extra $97 a month laying around that's not gonna affect your household income, don't do it. And also, I'm not gonna lie, for my notary buddies. Yep, exactly. It's a go high level. Mindset circle is absolutely right. For my notary buddies, if your business is mainly being mobile and you have to consistently get up and leave, I'm gonna be honest with you. We aren't able to take unless I'm dumb and I don't get it. We are not able to take full advantage of high level, go high level, because it's such a tool that's built around you doing this, sitting and looking and monitoring and communicating that way. Yeah, that is very limited. I tried to play it again today. You look at the updates. So maybe I should probably give a different type of review from this point going forward. It is a little bit better, but it's still very limited. The true power of Go High Level is being able to sit here, fix things, work on automation, do all that kind of stuff. Because again, we're mobile. We are not sitting behind a computer all day. If I was able to do Ron, My go high level system would be off the chain, right? I'm not stationary all day. So I'm just being honest with you guys. The system is amazing, it's great. But if you can find a much cheaper system that allows you to track your leads, right? It's a CRM, allows you to track your leads, you can build your website, and then you can do like automation. Like if somebody calls you and you get the phone call, and it just sends them a text, even a simple text, saying, "Hey, I'm out of the office. I'm with a client right now. I'll reach out to you as soon as possible for a faster response." Please send a text. Something just that simple. Then go, and it's cheaper, then go do it. Please, by all means. I make nothing by recommending go ahead. I've just been paying for it for years. I've built multiple businesses. I also have a professional voicemail. Yep, professional voicemail for sure. I don't even remember what mine is. I don't even get to my voicemail because as soon as I miss a call, even if the call goes into voicemail status, the automation just automatically kicks off and starts sending people messages. And so I just look at their message, and yeah. And if they say, "Hey, I sent you a," I mean, I do listen to it. That's a lie. But if they say, "Hey, I sent you a voicemail," then I'll go listen to it real quick, right? And it's all through the system. And I like that because when I did have a VA, or if my other half helps me, then everything's right there. They don't have to ask for my phone or like, "Hey, what's up on this? What's the status on this or this job or what?" It's all in the system. It's there. I'm building it so when I do bring other people in, all I gotta do is give them a password or a login and a password and certain access to certain credentials. And then we're good. Okay, thanks. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, good, good, good. All right. I know we're getting to the top of time. Um, what we got? What we got? Okay, got it over there. So this, I need another sip. Not notary buddy time, not community time. I just need sip. Hey, I got a cowboy hat and a mustache. You know, I don't know if you heard me, but my nephew. Um, I know we're not supposed to have favorites. This is what I love about being an uncle. I can have favorites. Like my siblings and my in-laws don't need to know. But like internally inside our house, we definitely have favorite nieces and nephews. And we have, I mean, all of them are favorite on a certain level. So we even create categories so they can be the favorite in that category. But I do have favorites. And so my favorite nephew, my most favorite is my little guy. Um, he says mustache. So that's just stuck with us for years. Because he calls this my mustache. Not this, but this. This is my mustache. This is probably a mustache. A mustache. This is a mustache. Um, anyway, let's get to this. This is what I want to talk about. I know we went off topic a little bit. We'll probably be quick and start ending this probably soon. But this, if y'all are Notre Dame community, I will mention the Notre Dame community. How do you join the Notre Dame community? Go to link in my profile, answer the 3 questions, link in my bio, go ahead and answer it, right? I'll let you into the community. It is free. It is absolutely free. Oh, look, another hat and mustache. Thank you. You just want me to say that. I know it. You just want me to say that. But the Notre Dame community is absolutely free. It's open to all notaries, all across the country, all across the nation, I should say, north to south, east to west, there to south, that is. Everybody's welcome. If you're a Georgia notary, I do have a closed group where we can talk about more Georgia specific stuff, but you're still going to be a part of the community as a whole. I have vowed to myself to be more active in there, which means some TikTok things are going to be changing because I can't do it all because I still need to run my notary business. I got to do the business that pays me money. Um, so I'll talk about that later towards the end of the month, things that are changing on TikTok, so I can actually show up and be more present inside the community. Because right now I have to split the time. If I give myself an hour, obviously an hour never covers it because I'm only supposed to be on for an hour. We always go over an hour. Um, but yeah, if I'm gonna give myself an hour for the socials, that means I gotta cut some time from somewhere else to add to the Notary Buddy community. Anyway, so inside the Notary Buddy community, for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, the link to join is tagged in the comments, tagged post. But I shared this last week. This is something that I went through with ChatGPT to help me build a basis to do what I'm calling my 100 is not, I don't know, I didn't call this, but it's been termed 100 by 100. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. This is a framework. I know framework is a hot word right now. If you haven't heard it, you will because that's what people are going to use for showing you. You know, people are saying, "Oh, I'm going to give you the 6 step framework." They're giving you 6 steps and how they do it. That's what a framework is. How they do it. So the framework that I'm following, and I have been listening to this dude for years, and I just never implemented it, is 100 by 100. So I think I talked about this before. So it is me doing 100 actions for the next 100 days. I'm trying to make it only 100 working days. So it's Monday through Friday, Saturday is a flex day. But I was too excited, so I started on Saturday, continued on Sunday, and today I didn't get it done. That's part of burnout, right? Part of burnout. If I wouldn't have done Sunday, then I would have been more motivated to do today. So don't be like me. So 100 by 100. So real quick explanation. I did post a video already on my page talking about it, but the 100 by 100 is doing 100 actions. And it depends on what you're focusing on in your business will dictate those 100 actions and what they mean. So earlier today, one of my notary buddies was talking about Google AdWords, right? So if they're going to be focusing on marketing, they're going to be focused on running ads, Google ads for their business, then what I'm gonna eventually get there, right, is just a little bit down the line. But let's just say when I get to that phase in my business, based on my plan, when I get to that phase, what I will do for 100 minutes, either before my business opens or after, after it closes, or if I want to take an extended lunch break and do it, I guess you can do that right in the middle, right? If I take my hour-long lunch break, which I really don't need to, just when I clean and play with my dogs and all that stuff, and I get back to work, right? I can take an extended lunch break and do it then for 100 minutes. And if I'm working on the Google Ads part, what does that look like? For 100 straight uninterrupted minutes, I'm going to create ad copy. I'm going to either create the copy, like all this stuff, right? Review the ads, make sure they're still working properly. Create ad copy. When I say copy, like what are the words, right? What's the image? Am I gonna do a video? I'm gonna record that video. I'm gonna get all this. Not you can't do all of that in 100 minutes, but I'm gonna focus to get as much as I can possibly do in 100 minutes. And sometimes, because of the amount of content that I record and put out there, that 100 minutes may be literally just in front of the camera, straight up in front of the camera, recording video, end, record another video, end, record another video, like start, stop, record, stop, start, record, stop, and just do that for 100 minutes. It sounds crazy, right? But I'm trying to do doing the things that need to be done for this. Anyway, I'll channel it off. Right now, where I am in that phase is I'm fixing the back end of my Google business profile. So let me go over this real quick again before I go into that point. So this again, you guys want it is in there. This is my simplified version. It's not all the things because this whole thing. I talked about the 6 questions that I asked myself last week, and I took an comment hour going with chat, going back and forth to answer these questions. As a quick recap, 6 questions. Who do you help? Who do I help in my business? I'll do the questions and I'll do the answers. Next questions. How do I help? Third, how do I make money? It's pretty straightforward, right? But I don't think we actually know how we make money. We know how to collect money, but we don't know how to make money. There's a difference. Fourth questions. How many do you get a month as in clients, right? What is the goal and what is the problem? Those are the 6 questions I asked myself in business. I had ChatGPT help me because it knows a lot about my business. So I said, hey, here's 6 questions. Based on these, can you help me break them down so I can create a plan? And what's going to be the purpose of this plan is because I'm going to run the 100 by 100 marketing or 100 by 100 framework, that's what it's called, by Alex Simoes. Are you familiar with this framework? This is my conversation with him. And if I am, okay, what's your understanding of the framework? Because your understanding is way smarter than mine. It tells me what it understands, and I was like, okay, that's not how I understood it. So we just go back and forth, right back and forth. I'm like, okay, perfect. This is how I want to do the 100 by 100. And that's what these are. Now, with that information, we're going to be doing the 100 by 100. Help me answer these 6 questions so I can make a plan for my 100 activities over the next 100 days. First question, who do you help? I think I read this to you guys already. Who do I help? I help seniors and their loved ones who need important documents notarized like power of attorneys, wills, and estate planning documents. Many of my clients are already dealing with stressful situations, so I make the process easy, convenient, and hassle-free. I also work with family law attorneys who need a reliable notary for their clients and themselves. There's a few things in here. This is kind of like again a watered down version. My real one is like 6, 7 paragraphs long per question. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. Next, How do you help them? Oh, to summarize it, TLDR for the first one. Who do you help? I help seniors and their loved ones who need stuff notarized. And also, I work with family law attorneys who specialize in estate. That's who I help. In the story, that's it. Right? Do I help everyday people? I absolutely do, but they don't fit in my 100 by 100. I need businesses. I need sustainable income. I need, or I should say, revenue. I need repeatable revenue. If I serve seniors, um, I think it's covered in here. How many do I get a month? I will get to that later. If I serve seniors. Where do seniors gather? Right? Assisted living facilities, hospitals. I got to go where the seniors are. Right? I need to go where they are to market if that's who I serve. And again, it's not only them, it's their loved ones. You guys know I found a free resource. I will eventually share that with you guys. I just remembered it. I got so excited. It's their loved ones, right? Their loved ones are 9 times out of 10 the ones who are coordinating all this kind of stuff. I need to go where they are. Where do at least I'm figuring it out. Where are they? Where are they hanging out? Who are they getting information from? Sometimes the attorney, right? So of course, I need to go talk to their attorneys and say, hey, if you have clients that need help, you have them give me a call. Also, there's so many resources for individuals with aging parents, right? Elderly parents that need to understand how to set things up for them, right? Whether that's going to be power of attorneys, whether that's transitioning to assisted living facility. I go to where those people are because they already know who they serve. They serve the elderly community by proxy. I mean, what, is that right? Yeah, they serve the elderly community by getting to their kids, if that makes sense. They're caretakers. And so I am going into that network. I signed up for something where they sent like a bunch of here's like 20 resources if you have a parent who's needing to transition to assisted living facility, right? Or something like that, a medical care, whatever it is. And they have like, do this. Oh, you may need to do this. Oh, consider this for taxes. And like they do all this stuff and they gave them 20 resources that I don't think they need to be paid for, but like resources that Georgia provides. Guess what? I need to clear it first. But on my website, since I'm targeting these people, I'm a little bit off script right now, but since I'm targeting seniors, I got to target their kids, their family members, their caretakers to get to them. I will now have that free resource that was already put together. Somebody else did the work, did all the work. I will leave all their branding and all that kind of stuff on there and say provided by and put a link to their company so I can give them credit, right? Now, guess who has that resource on the website? Me, right? And again, it's not my job. I can't give people legal advice, can't give them documents and anything like that. But when I'm going to these facilities, you have no idea how many people ask me, okay, now that this is done, what's next? I don't know. But guess who has a printout that I can give them? Because I already know when I have my appointments, if you don't know, all my appointments, I have a folder. So I need to be prepping this for tomorrow's appointment. I carry these folders with me, and if people have loose documents with it, let's do. Even if they don't, I give them a folder. After I sign the documents, I go over and say, okay, this is what we did. Here's your signature. Here's mine. Here's my notary stamp. Blah 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 blah. I take that document, put it in my blue folder. There's a sticker on the front that says today, today's date. It'll say today, March or tomorrow. Today, March 18th, 2025. Ladero Wharf was your notary. It was a pleasure assisting you today. If you need any if you need a mobile notary in the future, we'll be happy to help. We as in my company, right? Then I have my contact details, my logo in the middle, and then the QR code for them to scan and leave me a review. That's what the front of the folder looks like, right? So on the inside, oh, that's not because I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's the client's documents for tomorrow. I'll take the documents, put it on one side. No, anyway, in this pocket, documents go on this side. Their documents go on this side. This is why I don't do the system of real estate transaction because those packets are too thick for this, right? And then on the other side, there's my thank you letter. And essentially it's just saying thank you for choosing my company, blah, 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 blah. If you ever need assistance with notaries, notary stuff, power of attorneys, advanced healthcare directors, all the stuff that I do, right? Estate plans, business or personal documents, just a few, or apostille flotation, blah, 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 blah. You can reach me here. QR code, again, essentially your review. That goes on the other side, along with one of my cards. Normally the cards do fit in this little pocket right here, and y'all can't see that. There's a little place for the card to fit. It goes right there. That's how I do my appointments. I have this sitting here because I need to prep this for tomorrow's appointment. So let me put all her documents back in here and close it out. Anyway, now when I'm in those assisted living facilities, That's just something extra. I didn't do any work for it. I just saw it on Facebook. They're like, oh, hey, you want to know the next 20 things that'll be helpful if you're transitioning to this situation? Here you go. Here's the resources. I can print that bad boy out, put them in that folder when I have people that are in that place, and give it out to them. That's just going to set me above. Anyway, sorry, I got way too off track. Let's get back to it because I would like to end in the next 10, 15. So next, how do you help them? First question, who do you help? You all heard me talk about it. How do I help them? Obviously, I provide mobile notary services, right? I provide mobile notary services by bringing notarizations directly to homes, hospitals, and meeting locations. I don't know. I must have cut something out there. Instead of dealing with the hassle of finding a notary, my clients get a smooth, stress-free experience with everything handled that says legally and correctly. I need to correct some language in here. Legally, as in it's handled legally under my notary. That's what I mean, right? For family law attorneys, I provide on-call notary support, ensuring that their clients get notarized documents quickly and professionally. Anyway, that was that section. Next question: how do you make money? Obvious answer, which is straightforward, is well, I make money by charging for mobile notary service, with fees based on time, complexity, and the level of care required. Because that made it sound so much better. Because I'm trying to explain to you guys, it's like I don't charge $75 for a POA. Like I don't. I charge $75 starting, and they gotta be close. They gotta be close. I start at $75 because of what surrounds the POA. Because if it's a POA and normally they only got one stamp in there, maybe two. Under Georgia law, if there's one stamp, I'm charging $2. That's it. There's two, I'm charging $4. So I do not charge $75 for a POA. I charge $75 for what's the word? Ding it, ding. What's the word? If you're still here, the sign. Can I use that word? This I charge $75 for the entire ceremony of a POA. Because one, if we're going to a home, that's fine, whatever. A lot of times we're going to a hospital, medical facility. I may or may not have to pay for parking. Depending on how long I'm there, I may have to pay extra for parking, right? So all of that's considered. I got to get out. I got to walk, or not customer service. I got to walk through the front. Got to get signed in. Got to go up to the room. I have to check in if we're at the hospital with the second desk of nurses, right? And they'll let me back, and then I'm in there. Nurse might come in. Let's just hope they don't. A nurse or a doctor, and then we have to get you comfortable with this. I have to check for your competency. I got to make sure you're forced. That's normal stuff anyway. But in these situations, it may take a lot longer, especially if they had a stroke or something that slows down their motor function. All of a sudden, I'm like, hey, there's no rush. Take your time and sign these documents, right? Once we're all done, my same end of ceremony happens. Hey, Mrs. Smith, it was a pleasure being here with you today. Let's just do a quick recap. Blah, 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 blah. Here's where you signed. Here's where you initialed. Here's your other initial. Blah, 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 blah. We go one by one. You signed here. And then this last section, all down here, this is all about me as a notary. As you can see, I have my name, my signature, my commission information, and my notary seal. And then those documents, collect my change, and I got to walk all the way out the facility again. That's why I charge $75, right? It's a lot longer of a thing. Versus if I'm pulling up at somebody's house that's down the corner, around the street, whatever you want to call it, down the corner around. That is not right. I'm so paranoid, but it's like at that point, I'm like, okay, we're doing a POA. This is a one-page POA. You probably just gonna get charged a regular rate because we ain't got to go through that whole ceremony. You traveling and you just giving the authorization to your sister to take your kids into the doctor. I ain't got to pay $75 for that. There is no full-on ceremony, right? So I don't charge $75 for a POA. I charge $75 for the surrounds. If that makes sense. Anyway, so that's why I said, how do I make money? I charge them for mobile notary services with fees based on time, complexity, and level of care required. Uh, this is just for me. Standard, I mean, I talk about that. These are just my prices listed on here. If y'all actually want to see the breakdown, it's in there because I use my actual business to go through this, right? And the next thing it goes into where do I find them? It talks about Google Business Profile. That's my main source. And secondary source is word of mouth. Third source being network. That's how I find my clients. I'm summarizing now because we run out of time. How many do you get a month? Straight up answer, it fluctuates. I can't even get a good average for the life of it. And so that's one thing I got to fix. So how do I get my clients? How many do I get a month? It fluctuates. fluctuates so much. I don't even feel comfortable saying a number. Not because I'm embarrassed. Shit, because I don't know. Right? If we look at February, February tanked my average. Where's my notary journal? I probably had all of the month of February, probably 5, 6 appointments, and it was all in the first week. 'Cause last 3 weeks I had my breakdown. Anyway, I don't have time to check, but yeah, I'm not gonna put like that is not good enough for me to base a business off of. Like if I did that and like, oh crap, I average like 5 a month. That is not good, right? Because February 10th on average. As I said, I don't have time to look. I'm still looking. Still January, still January. What the hell? January. Look at me. Yeah, look real quick. So I can now like 2, 3, 4, 5. I did all of 5 appointments all of February. I do 5, 3 days or 2, 3 days. Anyway, so that's the problem I gotta fix in my business. Next, what's the goal? Real quick, what's the goal? My goal is to generate between 5 grand and $6,500 gross monthly revenue. I gotta fix those numbers because I forgot to add something in there. So my goal in my notary business, remember, I only offer two services, is to generate 5,000 to $6,500. Why the flow or the difference? Because the market, it does this. Business has its ups and downs. So I'm giving myself a $1,500 swing, which I think I'm gonna be. Oh no! Who that? Facebook, y'all gone. The Facebook, my phone died. Y'all gotta hop on TikTok or catch me on YouTube. Hop on TikTok or YouTube. I'm wrapping up anyway, real soon. Whoops, sorry y'all, I forgot to plug it in. Because I thought it was gonna be done. So anyway, that goal was 5,000 to $6,500. That's $1,500 swing, which equates to gross 60,000 to 78,000 per year just in my notary business, offering my two services. Nothing extra. Nothing extra. Um, so yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it, and it goes through the monthly breakdown. You guys want to go and see that? You can go and see that. Right? Once I figure this out, I'm gonna share with you guys. But the yearly gross revenue, less than $60,000 to $78,000. Yearly taxes, I don't do it. I calculate 20%, or if you're at a higher tax bracket, calculate your proper tax bracket. 12% is going to be my tax bracket. That's what I'm doing. It's legal. I just know my situation. Uh, and real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate. We barely have to do case stuff when we have real estate because the losses are so tremendous. I love it. Anyway, tax bracket, I'm taking off right off the top. I'm taking 12% off for taxes, which means every year I need to set aside $1,700 to $9,300 just so I can cover my tax liability. Don't let me start another business because then it's going to be even less. Yearly business expenses, it's about 12 grand. I know I need to stop that because I'm going to start paying for marketing. And then yearly take home. This is the crazy part where people are not thinking. If my notary business on the top end is $78,000 a year just in gross revenue, I oh no, it's still gonna be the same. My salary is still gonna be less than 30 grand. Like what my business, what Gen LLC, Gen Mobile Notary Apostle LLC pays Daryl Wharf as a person like pay, my paycheck, it's still gonna be less than 30 grand, right? Because I don't need to choke my business. I need to leave money in my business. So after all things are said and done, I'm gonna have about 14 grand to $30,000 left in my business throughout the total year, right? Not just at one time. Throughout, obviously, I'm going to spend some of that. Absolutely, I'm going to pay for extra training. I'm going to pay for trips, all this kind of stuff. But based off this plan, because I'm tired of zeros without a comma in my bank account, right? I'm being honest with you. This is my plan. I promise I'll get through this so we can talk about the 100 by 100. Then I'm in for the night. For real. What time is it? Okay, we good. Y'all be there. We there. Which means that my business will operate at a 24.5 to 40% margin, which is amazing. Which is amazing. Then I do a monthly breakdown. I'm not going to bore you guys with numbers. You guys can go and see it. The biggest thing right here, the problem. I should have left all 6, 7, 10, 15 paragraphs of the problem in here for you guys. I'll recap the problem, then we'll move What is your problem? Question number 6. What's the problem? I need more effing leads. That's the problem. Hey, that's the real problem. Us, we all need leads. I need more leads. The biggest challenge in my business is that the call volume is directly tied to marketing. If I don't actively market, calls slow down. Even though people still need notary services, I'm trying to break a limiting belief where it's like, oh, it's a slow season. So many people don't need notary. They still do. People still need power of attorneys notarized. Even if real estate slows down, people still buying houses. For y'all who's doing loan package, you just ain't marketing to the right place. So I'm trying to break the limiting belief that says even when my call volume slows down, or my when if I stop marketing, then my calls slow down. Even though people still need a notary. While word of mouth referrals can help, they're not always predictable. And everyday clients find me on Google Business Profile, which may hesitate to pay for mobile services, especially when we're in a tight season, right? That's just jargon that I put in. Right now, my biggest focus is stabilizing revenue. My top line monthly revenue right now, well, I did put an average, is averaging $2,100 a month. But my goal is to get to 5,000 to 65, yeah, 5,000 to $6,500 per month. It's 5,000 to 6,500, right, per month, consistently, not one and done, not 2 times out of the year, every single damn month. So to get there, I need to create a stability plan. That's my 100 by 100 plate is my stability plan that ensures a steady flow of clients, strengthens repeat business, and builds my attorney relationship for more reliable income. There y'all have it. That's my damn plan. It's right there for y'all. Again, I did strip it down because it wasn't me trying to be not share it with y'all. It was just a lot, right? I want to share like a little snippet, the highlight of it. Because y'all don't need, I mean, go spend a couple hours with ChatGPT and it'll create you something real good. And guess what? If you're in the Notary Buddy community and there's a PDF in here, download this PDF, go to ChatGPT and say, hey, based off of my business, you have to feed it information. What is your business? Based off my business name is this. Um, can you help me create a plan that's like the one in the PDF? Ask me questions effectively, confidently, accurately, whatever word you want to use, get this done. And it'll ask you questions. And this is what I do. It'll ask you a bunch of questions that are overwhelming. I say, perfect. Now that we have the questions, can we take it one step at a time, one question at a time? They'll say, okay, great. Question one, what is your business name? You answer. Question two, blah, 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 blah. You answer. Question three, blah, 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 blah. You answer. Just keep on doing this. And after a time, ChatGPT will know your business better than you do. Better than you do. If there's some things that, hey, what, that's not the right thing. That's not the correct way I want this to be heard, or this is not how I feel it in my soul. Let's change it. Okay, you feel it in your soul. Because I taught mine to sound like me. It really does. It really sounds like me. I'm waiting for it to say, child, that's too much. You do too much. It hasn't yet, but it's made some really funny jokes, which always, I'm like, sounds like I'm talking to myself. Anyway, and so how I talk to you guys, that's literally how I talk to chat. I don't try to make it sound crazy professional. Like, this is how I talk. This is my business. And it helps me think like me, right? Or a smarter me, a much smarter version of me, so that I can understand it. Anyway, last thing I'm going to say, we're about to wrap it up in 5 minutes here. Oh, we got to do wins, right? We got to do wins. But last thing I'm going to say, the 100 by 100 play ties directly into that right now because of going through this exercise. I know where my business comes from. 90% of my business comes from Google. 90% of my business comes from Google. So why would I not double down on Google? It makes no sense. Why would I do another business? Why would I open up another service to try to do business when I already was told by somebody smarter than me, a computer, and my notary journal, and my bank account, where the most of my business comes from? So therefore, my first phase of my 100 by 100 is focusing and doubling down on Google. And then I started a whole nother thread, which I won't go into, but essentially ChatGPT. Let's focus on Google. Let's do the 100 by 100 play on Google. Obviously, I'm not going to do it for 100 days. There's too much focus on one thing, right? So I'm like, okay, let's break this down. What does my next couple days look like? What does my week? What does my month, right? Look like during this play until we fully exhaust Google, up until I come to the point of having to run, and it was literally saying, "Hey, let's do this. The first step, go watch my video." I told y'all exactly what the first step was. For me, it was fixing my description because I say, you can take a screenshot, by the way, instead of having an argument copy and paste. But if you see something that you want chat to recreate or help you figure out, just take a screenshot of it on your computer or on your phone and just upload the image. You can totally do that, and it will read what's in the image for you. So I took a screenshot of my description, and it was like, "This sucks. Let's fix it." I was like, "Okay, we need to. I need to hurry up. We're going to be fixing this based on what is I need to be able to capture and communicate with humans based on this, who I ideally want to serve, right? And also because of the SEO, which Dean's going to help us with, I need this to be at least searchable by the interwebs, the computers, right? So I need to attack it on two fronts. I need the people to actually read it and resonate with it, and I need the computer to know what I'm thinking. I mean, all the times those don't align all the time. And so we found a happy balance. And so it's like rewrote the description. They're like, perfect. Next, I think the biggest opportunity is fixing your Q&A. I was like, okay, here's all my Q&A. They're like, yeah, 40 out of 100, 55 out of 100 for an SEO score, right? 20 out of 100. I'm like, damn, that's how I smart. And so we fixed them all, or we're in the process of fixing them all. So I still have a lot more to go. I got like 15 more to go before they're all done. And then it's gonna tell me once I'm done with that, because I work until my minutes run out. I set an alarm for an hour and 40 minutes, which is 100 minutes. I set an alarm, and when that alarm goes off, done. I am done because I'm not gonna keep on going to overwhelm myself. I'm done because if I do that, I'm gonna burn out. If I don't do that, pardon me, I'm gonna burn out before the 100 days. I am. I know that I am. And so once it's over, I'm done. And then I pick up tomorrow and I tell Chat, it's like, hey, my 100 minutes are out. And Chat literally says, okay, perfect. We'll see you tomorrow. It already knows I'm not doing any more of that beyond those 100 minutes. And so today, I didn't get it in before I woke up because I woke up early and fixing the documents for both attorneys' offices. I'm like, y'all got to pay me. Y'all got to put me on payroll because I look at your documents and they're wrong. I'm like, come on, come on. That took up all my morning, so I didn't get to do my 100 minutes before my business actually opened. It was my fault for checking email first. I should have done that. So yeah, anyway, that's my current play. I'll keep you guys up to date every day on the regular Chicken Talks. I will try my best to post a video saying, hey, this is what my 100 minutes look like today, and this is what I did. And time goes by so fast. And in 100 days from now, when, I'm not saying if, when I complete my 100 days and when I stay consistent, my business is going to look completely different. And I invite you to do the same thing. You got potion on it, and nuts on it, whatever I did on the Northern community, that's what I did. Go do it too. And compare it. I'm doing it first. And once I show that it actually works, because there's no way in hell that I won't change my business after 100 days in 100 focused minutes on the world. There's no way. And let me tell you this this is a hard pill to swallow. If there's two options in 100 days, if it still does not work and fails, I'm in the wrong line of business. I need to go do something else. End of story. Or I lied to myself and I did not do what I was supposed to do. And if it was the latter and I lied to myself, I'm going to retry it. Do it again. But if I did everything and it did not work, I'm, I'm in the wrong business. Straight up. That's why I said this. I said earlier, I said it's okay. If this doesn't work for you, it may not be your calling. It may not be. Um, okay, let's power through these real quick. Let's start in reverse. Oh, good. There's a bunch of them. I appreciate it. Always have a professional voicemail. You have to talk about that. Video. What is dinner tonight? What is for dinner? What is for dinner? Something. Yeah, mindset circle. I cook dinner early. The emails. After my last appointment, this is a random side note. I ran home. I scanned a bunch of documents and run and drop those off. And in between that, I played with my dogs just tiny bit. Um, I ate lunch, a real quick, super late lunch, and also at the same time, I prepped dinner. We had like a pasta provolone with uh, crusted. It's supposed to be fried, but it's not being air fried. Does that count? Yeah, it's still frying. Or like coated crusted chicken, whatever it is. So that's what's for dinner. Because I felt like it. And so I did all of that prep work before we got on, and all I have to do is go over there and go get the button on the air fryer. And in 15 minutes, dinner will be ready. How do I get notifications from everybody? I sign up. Miss Ladonna, yeah, turn the notifications on. So notifications come to the app. So if you download the app, this is my pretend phone that I'm holding because you guys are watching. Download the app. It's called Go Collab. It's one of the first posts in the Notary Buddy community. Go download the app and turn on push notifications through there. Because the only other way that I can notify you guys is via email. And I don't want to do that. One, it charges me. And there's so many people in the community at this point that every time something happens, I don't want to keep sending out almost 400 emails. You're going to get mad, you're going to unsubscribe, and you're going to miss you, right? So download the app and turn on push notifications. That way you can control your own emails. Pardon me, notifications instead of relying on me to send emails. I I added something to the training and it sent out almost 400 emails. I put an event on the calendar, just the live on TikTok, and it sent out 400 emails. I'm like, Lord, even though it's like $3. I'm like, I can't keep on. I can't afford that. Let's be real. I can't afford. I cannot afford to send 400 emails every time something happens. Amazing. You are articulating this so well. Yes, Gerald, tell them. Yep, tell them. I agree. Thank you, Miss Tammy. I appreciate it. I have been a loan signing agent for 5 years and I just found you. Oh, I appreciate it, Miss D Love. I appreciate you being here. I'm in the state of Georgia, so loan signings is not like a real thing for us out here. Um, but yeah, I talk about having a notary business, and this is a thing that I'm passionate about. Um, I am passionate about business. Right? I really love um, I really love this that I do, which is being a notary. Hold on, I lost my for a second. There we go. I really love being a notary. I really do, right? But I'm far more passionate about business. And this is just sorry, hand in the camera. I have to take this off because the gimbal's trying to spin. It can't sense anything. I don't know why. It's moving. Whatever. Anyway, that's it. Let's get some wins. Um, let's see. Miss Tammy says, I like how structured you are. I'm OCD. You're someone you you're someone I can vibe with. Thank you, Miss Tammy. And look, it's I struggle too. I'm not gonna lie. I am structured, but my structure is not innate. I have to say that. My structure comes from tired of failing. I'm like, when I wasn't failing, what was I doing? Oh, I had structure. So therefore, if I want to keep making money, I'm going to be structured. It just makes sense to me. So maybe that just makes me innately structured, I guess, right? But I'm like, uh, if I was structured, like, why am I not making money right now? Why am I not making money? Oh, it's because I'm doing all the things I'm not supposed to be doing. Okay, then let's go back to doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. And then that forces me to be structured. But let's do some wins so we can wrap it up tonight because we definitely went over. What time did I start? Yeah. We went over by like 30 minutes almost. Let's get this. Let's do some wins. Let's do wins. Let's do wins. I can do math. We're gonna do. Um, I did not choose the music beforehand. What's this one? I probably can't play this. Nope. But if y'all got wins, let me know. We just gonna do no, feel flow instrumental. Let's do that one. I like it. I mean, I just let this music play as I'm finishing up and doing my dinner and all that kind of stuff. And I got to do my 100 minutes before I shut it down tonight. So I literally will be doing more business building for the next 100 minutes as soon as we end. I didn't do it earlier. And I cannot eat dinner while I'm doing that because it's supposed to be focused. Where's the community? Where'd y'all go? Community, not about a community. Wins. Let's talk about some wins. Let's see. Lisa. I gotta give Lisa a trophy. Lisa, I'm about to make you a co whatever admin of the group, because you be more interactive than I am. Lisa, my notary buddy Lisa out here in Georgia with me. She just got her 50th 5-star review. Let's go ahead and shout out Lisa. Make sure y'all give her some hand claps and give her some hearts in the chat over there. Lisa yesterday received her this was yesterday or 2 days ago because they're behind one day, right? Yeah, yeah. She received her 50th 5-star review. Reviews help your ranking and position on Google. when others seek for your notary services or for your services. I know y'all sick of me, but I post my wins. Lisa, look, continue to post the wins. You are not bragging, but to foster encouragement for the community and engagement. And also to show that if she can succeed with her flex time, y'all, by the way, Lisa works full time job, right? Full time. She says if she can succeed, you guys can too. So I absolutely love your wins, Lisa. Love your wins. A win for me today is I already talked about it, but I got an appointment booked without ever having to talk to the client. They called me, I missed a phone call. The system responded back to them. They clicked the booking link and they just booked. And I afterwards I sent them a text saying, "Hey, I'm confirming your appointment for tomorrow at 9 a.m., 9:30, whatever time it is. I have your documents. I'll print them and I'll bring them with you to the appointment." They said, "Perfect." So that was a win for me. Never had to talk to them, and I love it because guess what? That money is literally already sitting in my bank account. Already sitting in my bank account. Already. I love it. So it just helps me not to see an empty bank account to feel that I'm actually moving forward in this business. Other wins that came through the chat, budget breakdowns. She just passed her loan signing exam, which was amazing. I absolutely love that. She hopped on in the very beginning and shared that with us. And then Miss Patricia over with Lux Signings. Um, she is She's gaining so much knowledge from completing her loan signing training, and she received her LLC documents, so that is awesome. So she is ready to go again. She is with Lux Signature Notary Concierge. That's who she was. That's Miss Patricia. So congratulations, all my notary buddies. I absolutely love you guys, and as I always say, I have fun doing this. I do. Tonight, I promise, I won't get so pedestal and preachy. But some things, when it's on my heart, I gotta share with you guys because I just want you to avoid the mistakes that I made. Right? If I can help you avoid the mistakes that I made, I'm here for it. But congratulations to everybody and sharing their wins. Last call, well, it's not last all call, but you guys enjoy it whenever. Last reminder for tonight, Notary Buddy Community, if you're on TikTok, go ahead and go to my bio, the link, what is it called, my profile. There's a link in my bio. Click on it. It's the only link there now, so I made it super easy for you. And request to join the Notary Buddy community. I'll go ahead and let you in. Ms. Darla, I see that you did request to join the community. Let me let y'all in real quick because I forgot to do that earlier and throughout the weekend because I was focused on something else. So let's let you guys in real quick. But yeah, and everybody else, all the other social media platforms, it is pinned in comments. So hold on, let's get to the right place. Let's get to the right place. Miss Darla, I got you. You're out in Oklahoma. I got you in the Notre Dame community. Miss Ariel Scott, you're out here with me in Georgia. Let me go ahead and add you to the overall community, and I will put you in my notes to add you to the closed Georgia community right after this. Um, Vikia, I think that's your name. You're out here with me in Georgia as well. I love it. I love it. Sis, I got you in. Perfect. Let's add you to the Georgia list. Miss Trina. Where you at, Miss Trina? Where you at? Where you at? Miss Trina, your answers did not come through, so you got to sit for 24 hours. Because sometimes it just depends on whatever. I've never found out why. There's a glitch, and the answers take a while to come through. And so I let you sit for 24 hours, then the answers come through, and I can put you in. Because you just need to know what's featuring. Because if you're in Georgia, you're not going to get put in the group. Christy, what? Christy, you just barely getting in here? I know you busy. I know you busy over here. But Christy out here with me in Georgia, yeah, I got you. You know I got you. Miss Jessica, where are you, Miss Jessica? You are in North Carolina. Jessica, I will add you to the group and I will tag you in a thread with Dean. Dean is our signing service owner. He's out in North Carolina. So his footprint expands from North Carolina and South Carolina. And everything has stuff in Georgia, I take care of it for him. So yeah, I'll make sure I tag you with him in that thread so you guys can connect. And I try to make sure I do that. Let's see, who else? Miss Sharnia. Oh, you're out here in Georgia with me. Got you, sis. Got you. You are approved. You are in the group. And so, you guys, that is it because I need to put my 100 minutes in. So I got everybody in the group. We're good. We did all celebrations. Hello. Last question. Ooh, you lucky you stuck in. What is your advice for an online presence as a notary in DE? What's DE? Is that Maine? I think Maine's DE. Join the Notary community. We'll talk and we'll go into deeper thoughts on that to get you. Okay, Delaware. See, I told y'all I'm dumb as hell sometimes. What is Maine? Isn't Maine something different? DE. Okay, Delaware. Anyway, you're in Delaware. Join the Notary community. Go to the link in my profile and go in there and ask that question over there, and I'll give you a much more broken down answer than what I can just spit at you over here. Maine is ME. Okay, see, it should be MA. But that's Massachusetts. I don't know. Let me get up off here. I promise I don't know stuff. But yeah, solderate. Go ahead and join the Notary community. Go to the link in my bio real quick and just answer those 3 questions, and I will put you in the Notary community, and I can give you far more detail in there, far more detail. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And as I always say, thank you guys for being here. I absolutely love my Notary buddies, but you guys always remember to stay safe. Always remember to stay safe out there. Remember to be kind because you gotta be, and remember that you got this. 'Cause I believe in you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Bye.